There at the Surrey Space Centre. And tomorrow, Rob Pitton...
Surrey Space Centre.
It just trips off the tongue, doesn't it? Tomorrow, Rob Pitton will visit the only British company making trainers to sell in the United States.
There's only one company that does that.
Well, they normally they get them from the Far East, but not anymore.
We'll let you know all about that tomorrow. Now, it is 8 minutes to 9. Moving to Mars is a new documentary which follows two refugee families as they relocate from Thailand to Sheffield. Originally from Burma, the families have moved to the UK after being exiled in the Thai jungle for a very long time.
Films directed by Matt Whitecross, who's also behind the current Ian Dury biopic, Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll. Matt?
Because these are Burmese families who've lived in Thailand, and their environments have up until that point been extraordinarily different to a housing estate in Sheffield.
It's interesting that there is a large Karen community, as it turns out, in Sheffield, and people who've been persecuted for decades by the Burmese government.
Right. Well, it's.
And up-and-coming director, you would know the correct way to pronounce the letters B-I-O-P-I-C, because there seems to be a dispute between Ms. Reid and myself.
That's right.
That's good. Good build-up for him. He's standing right behind the monitor over there, so he can thump you on the way out.
Matt, lovely to see you. Thanks so much. You can see Moving to Mars next Tuesday on More 4. It's on at 10 o'clock in the evening.
From one kind of film to another, a low-budget movie filmed entirely in the valleys of South Wales and funded by the regulars at a pub. Had a special West End screening last night. A Bit of Tom Jones, it's called, and it's an off-the-wall comedy starring a handful of well-known actors and many more local volunteers.
Against all expectations, the film has been a huge success in Welsh cinemas and is now set for a much bigger audience, despite its rather delicate theme, as Wira Davis explains.